I'm WFLA's Amanda Hawley.
And I'm Gene Conrad.
And you're watching Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
What does it mean for you guys to be here at Sun and Fun for the 50th celebration? I know you're here every year, but to be here this year for the 50th anniversary.
Well, it's huge. I mean, Larry, the guy that owns this, has been coming here for many years, and we have a great crowd here, people that love these old airplanes. And again, it's that, just talking about, here's what these guys did.
So for somebody who doesn't know what the B-25 Panchito is, tell me what it is, tell me the historical meaning for it.
Well, during the war, they built about 11,000 of these, and many people have seen the movie Pearl Harbor, 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, with the Doolittle Raid. And the Doolittle Raid was an important battle in World War II where we fought back right away after Pearl Harbor. So what the Doolittle Raid did is they put 16 of these on an aircraft carrier, sailed to Japan, and bombed Japan. And so that's the significance of the airplane and what it did. This was one of the only airplanes that was in every theater around the world in World War II. This individual plane was built in 1944, and they were getting ready to ship it overseas, and then they dropped the atomic bomb. The war was over. So at that point, they sold them all off to private individuals. And this is a replica. A guy in Kissimmee rebuilt this plane to look like one of the actual planes that flew in the Pacific in World War II.
Okay.
And then Larry Kelly, the owner, bought this from him about 27 years ago. So we fly it all over the country to honor the greatest generation. The guys that went to war and came home and went back to work, saved the world.
That's an amazing story. So tell me your, part of this history, what you guys do. You said you fly around the country with it. You come to air shows and talk about the history. Talk a little bit about that. Yeah,
and the key thing is we want to keep the story alive of what these guys did in World War II. Some of these guys were 16 years old, lied about their age to get in. And there's some movies out now and everything. The air battles, many people don't know that in the Army Air Force in World War II, there were more people killed in the Army Air Force than in the Marine Corps. So they'd send 100 planes up in a raid, and some of them carried 10 guys in every plane, and 20% of them would get shot down. So they went out there and they went up day after day after day after day, doing the same thing, just putting their life on the line. And so we talk about the Doolittle Raiders. They took these 80 guys and they said, we want you to go on a mission. It's never been done. We don't know if it'll work, and you probably won't make it back. And they said, okay, let's go. And we get the children of these guys, their parents are gone, but they want to be, we've had people, they come and they get tears in their eyes. They touch the airplane and said, this is what Dad did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty well. And Sun and Fun is such a great host.
Yes.
We have a great time here. We help raise money for their scholarship funds and everything. And we've been pretty successful at that. So raised a lot of money for them again. So it's a great event. We love it here.
And we appreciate you being here. I know you donate a ride to the Bash every year for the Aerospace Center for Excellence, and that is a huge part of...
donated 2 rides this year.
2 rides, look at that. So yes, we appreciate your support here, and we love having you here. We're the last day of Sun and Fun for the 50th. Has it been pretty busy? Have you had a big crowd here?
It's been really good. We had a big crowd. We just came back from a flight. Some of the people that won the raffle and won the event at the Bash, we took them up. They donate a lot of money to be able to fly in this, and it all goes to the Sun and Fun organization. So we love doing it.
We're here at the Future of Flight Plaza, and today is the grand opening of this beautiful plaza. We hope to inspire the next generation of pilots, mechanics, and other aviation support staff. Let's take a look inside.
I think it's a great opportunity for aspiring pilots to connect with people in the industry, potentially apply for jobs and see what opportunities are out there.
I
I've seen a lot of great stuff. I've actually seen the company that I work for right now, so like I just have been going around bothering them and bothering everyone else as much as I can.
It's really hot out there, having fun looking at all the airplanes. So you come in here, get some air conditioning. Nursing moms have stations where they can comfortably nurse babies, change babies. We have a comfort station outside, so it's a clean place to bring your little ones to go to the bathroom. And then we've got dancing and movies, and we partnered with Carolee. They are a babysitting service, but we have some ladies here who are here to play with the kids and just have a good time.
Oh, it's been super fun. It's my first day. We just got in here, so this is the first booth we stepped into. Like looking around for careers. We've been browsing the type of cadet programs they have.
It's been a great first day at Sun and Fun. I think this might be my third year attending, and I have a blast every single time. This is my first year doing the scavenger hunt.
So tell us about the scavenger hunt. How many chairs have you found so far?
This is my first one.
Oh.
I downloaded the app right here at the chair, but it actually downloaded pretty quick, and I was able to pop it right open. And it was really easy. You just scan the little QR code that's right here on the back of the chair, and I was working on taking my selfie.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I mean, the flight sims are... They're good for beginners, but you can master them over a lot of time, and they're really fun. And
Awesome. Did you crash?
yeah, I did a lot.
I think that's the whole point of a flight sim, right?
Yeah, learn how to fly.
So as you can see, the future is bright at Future in Flight Plaza. Bobby Giles, Sun and Fun, Aerospace Expo TV. This is Nicholas Ianniti with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. We're here on the last day of Sun and Fun, so let's try and find the last few people that are heading out and see what their experience was like all week. What was the best thing you saw all weekend?
The fireworks show was amazing. The drones, the laser lights, everything. Perfect.
You know, we've already started working on next year's show, actually, and it's going to be even better.
Oh, we are going to try to come back for sure, because we've had a blast.
So is this the first time you've flown into Sun and Fun, or have you been here before?
It is the first time, yes, for both of us, actually.
Okay, excellent. What'd you think of your camping experience?
Fantastic. So we got a pretty good spot over here, even though people said we were too far, but it was nice and quiet and it was great.
It is such an experience, and especially flying in. I've been here 7 or 8 times, but this is my second time flying in, and it's unlike anything else. It was a bucket list thing for me, and I'm glad I did it.
Flying in and camping is just a great break, you know, and everything is provided. You got everything you need. You don't really feel like you're camping, you know.
Right.
And you can stay here. We've stayed here for a whole week, and you don't feel tired. You don't feel like you've been outside. You just relax and have a great time. The camping, I recommend it to anybody.
Did tent camping when I was a kid doing Boy Scouts, and haven't really done a whole lot of it since then. And now that I've gotten into general aviation, this is something I'm going to start doing more of. And what a better place to do it than right here to start off, you know?
So that means we're going to see you then next year at Sun and Fun, right, Nick?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm hooked, man.
So what would you tell anybody who's thinking about flying in and is kind of on the fence?
Carefully read the NOTAM and come here. It's awesome.
Yep.
I look forward to it every year.
So as you can see, GA camping, always a good time here at Sun and Fun. If you're not here, you're definitely missing out. I'm Nicholas Ianniti with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
This is Aviatrix Alyssa with Sun and Fun Aerospace TV. We're down at the corn roast. Did you know that at Sun and Fun, every single night they have a corn roast with fresh corn? So let's go talk to some people and find out just how really juicy this corn is.
Well, this is only our first night, so far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay. So if you could rate the corn, how would you rate it?
This is awesome.
Awesome corn.
It's best.
Very cool. How great is it that they have the seasoning and the butter here, too, for you to just set it all up?
It's wonderful. It works out great.
Awesome. Wonderful.
It's good.
Yeah. What's your name?
Carrington.
Carrington. That's a beautiful name. So what do you like most about Sun and Fun?
I like watching the airplanes.
You like watching the airplanes? Yeah? What do you think about the corn?
I love it.
Yeah? You must love it. Look at you ate all the corn. Yeah?
Squeezed on the butter and then salt and pepper. And this is fresh corn from Belglade.
Belglade.
Yeah.
So you even know where it's from.
Absolutely, yeah.
You really love the corn.
Absolutely.
Okay, and it looks like you're doing a proper pre-flight procedure.
That's right.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. You went through your pre-flight checklist.
You betcha.
Yeah, I love it. Did you eat all of this?
No, my mom ate 1.5 and I ate the rest.
You ate the rest of this?
Yeah.
So you ate 1.5?
Yeah.
Wow, so you really like the corn?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is Aviatrix Alyssa with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. Let's go check out Nick at the hangar and see what he has to say.
Thanks, Alyssa. This is Nicholas Ianniti with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. I'm joined here tonight with the one and only Rocketeer.
How's it going, everybody? Nice to see you.
Billy, we're so glad that you came out. We really appreciate it. Have you ever been to Sun and Fun before?
I haven't, so I figured I'd chart my course this way. I had just enough jet fuel to get me here.
Yeah, why did you guys come out tonight? Have you ever seen the Rocketeer?
I have not seen the Rocketeer. I was looking forward to seeing something different.
Okay, that sounds good.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. All right, well, you guys are in for a treat. I can definitely tell you that. Are you guys camping out here while you're volunteering, or are you staying local? Or
Camping, glamping, it's an RV. Camping, glamping, I guarantee you.
And I see you've got a volunteer kitchen on there. You volunteer in the kitchen?
Yes, sir.
And how about yourself?
Same.
Both in the kitchen?
Yeah, we make the sandwiches. We volunteer to make sandwiches for the volunteers.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, what bring you down? Are you a pilot?
My husband is a pilot.
Oh, actually, so you're a passenger. That's okay.
I'm a passenger and I love it, but my husband is a pilot in the ultralights.
Oh, ultralights. Do you guys have your own plane?
He does, yes.
What kind of plane?
It's a power parachute. What's it, Wolf? Airwolf.
That's awesome. Well, welcome, you guys. Have you guys ever seen the Rocketeer?
I haven't. No, he has, but I haven't, so I look forward to it.
Can we expect you to be here the entire week?
I think I'm just going to hang out tonight, then I might head down over to Disney World and check in with my old boss.
Well, you know, I know the Thunderbirds are going to be performing here, so maybe you might think about kind of showing them up a little bit. What do you think?
Maybe we can work something out. I'll see if I got enough bubble gum to patch this thing up.
All right, well, that sounds great. We'll keep an eye out for it. Remember, if you're not here at Sun and Fun, this is what you're missing. I'm Nick Ianniti with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
Good afternoon and welcome to the first episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun for the 51st annual Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. We are starting off the year with excitement and tons of news you will not want to miss. I'm your co-host, Amanda Holly from WFLA News Channel 8. And of course, I'm here with our CEO and President, Gene Conrad. How many days?
70.
70 days. I cannot believe that.
Yes, and guess what? It is not 70 degrees outside.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Is it going to snow in the Panhandle?
It's already doing that right now.
It's already doing that right now? Wow, I'm glad it's not doing it.
And that's why we don't have Sun and Fun in January anymore.
That is correct. We used to, and that's why it got moved, so there you go.
Yeah, so we got 70 days to warm up. April 1st, it's coming very quickly,
Yes.
but it is great to be back with the excitement, and it is going to continue to build as we are counting down. So I'm looking forward to everything that we have planned today for our viewers. Thanks for joining us. If you were with us last year, you know it's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be a jam-packed hour-long episode with the latest information on Sun and Fun, plus, of course, some special guests joining us. Liam Hawkins, yes, will be here. He is the owner of the Anomaly. He's going to be here to share his fantastic airplane paint design, his story. It's, of course, featured on the Sun and Fun poster this year. Nancy Leanhouse is also going to be joining us with the 927 Club update. Eric Crump from the Aerospace Center for Excellence will be here, and he is going to talk about the educational side. Jane Winter is also going to be joining us and filling us in on the exhibitors and the opportunities. So we do want to mention, though, for our volunteers next Tuesday, January 28th, Gene, you're going to return with Laura Vaughn, and you guys are going to be talking about the Volunteer Connect live program. That's next Tuesday at 6 p.m. That is for our Sun and Fun volunteers. We can't do it without you, so you'll want to take note of that, and that is next Tuesday. Right now, though, we want to, again, welcome you to this very first episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun for 2025. Help us out. You got to subscribe. You want to subscribe to our channel, mash the thumbs up button, do that on YouTube, like us on Facebook, share the everything as well. Give us all the love that you can. That helps get out the word about Sun and Fun. Also, remember that all of our content, including this program, is available on demand on our YouTube channel. Search at FlySNF to go back and watch it after the show. Also, watch the videos that we post on the upcoming 51st Sun and Fun Fly-In so that more people can see it. All right, like our previous episodes, this is going to be interactive,
Yes.
so we want you to like and comment and subscribe. You want to leave a question for us in the comment section. We're going to be answering some of those later in the year. Also, big announcement for this episode. You want to talk about the big announcement?
There is?
Yeah, go for it.
There is. There's a weekly ticket giveaway for this episode, so I know we're going to do that later in the show, but stay tuned because we're going to be giving away 2 weekly tickets to Sun and Fun, April 1st through 6th.
Yeah, so we're going to announce the winner there at the end of the show, so you got to stay tuned for that. But let's get started. Gene, as we inch closer to the 51st Fly-In details, they are being fine-tuned each and every day. You have a lot of updates for us coming.
Yes, well, first of all, I can't believe we're already back here for talking about the 51st. It seems like just yesterday we were just getting done with the 50th, or we were doing this for the 50th,
Yeah.
but here we are 70 days out, and obviously my team and our volunteer team have been working diligently to get prepared for our 51st. It is going to be a great show for us. I will tell you, our ticket sales are already outpacing where we were this time last year for our 50th, so we are extremely excited about that. Also, our exhibitor counts are ahead of our record year last year as well, so things are looking good for us. So I'll give it a little knock on wood. That's my little superstitious thing, but you know, we're proud of that. Also, some new developments. So number one, if you are planning to, obviously we want people to fly in. We want you to drive in. We want you to camp with us. But also the airport. Our friends at Lakeland International Airport now have commercial airline service from Avello.
Right here.
Flying right in here into Lakeland International Airport. So if you live in Rochester, New York, Manchester, right outside Boston, Nashville, San Juan, Puerto Rico. If you can get to San Juan from South America, you can fly in nonstop into Lakeland, New Haven, Connecticut, and Wilmington, Delaware, right outside Philadelphia. So that you can, if you're in those locations or you can get to those airports, you can fly right in here into Lakeland or nonstop with us. So that's pretty exciting for our guests.
Couldn't make it any easier for you.
There you go. Can't be any easier. Plus, you can get a rental car and do all these other things when you're here to visit. So. Also, I will tell folks not a lot of changes on the grounds this year. So for the 49th, obviously in anticipation for the 50th, we made lots of changes over the last 2 years. We are not making a ton of changes this year. So I know a lot of my team and my volunteer friends are happy about that. But also, if you were here with us last year, you'll hopefully know where everything is as you come back and visit us. So not a lot of changes on the ground, but we are adding one area, or 2 areas actually. One is the sandbar, and this is not to compete with the island. So if you are a fly-in parker, camper, have joined us the last several years, the island, very attractive spot for us out there in the aircraft parking and camping areas. But the sandbar will be co-located with Paradise City, so just north of the exhibit areas where the bend is in the road. We will have what we call the sandbar, and this is a food and beverage area. We'll have shade tent there, picnic tables, you know, and benches and whatnot, Cadillac potties as well. Everybody likes the air-conditioned potties, so just throwing that out there for you. But also we're going to pump in the air show sound, so not only for the daytime, also the nighttime, but also on the south side with the grass strip in Paradise City, the Sunset Aerial Circus on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 to about 8:30. We'll pump in the sound over there as well. So it's kind of a secondary viewing area as well, which the island has kind of turned into, but the sandbar will be great for our friends as well. Also, we have the Young Aviators Camp. So this is for our young aviators to fly in on Friday of the event, so that would be April 4th, and stay with us through the 6th, which is Sunday. And we're going to have your own parking area for our young aviators, and I believe it's 17 to 26. If I'm getting winks or thumbs up over there, okay, I got a thumbs up. That's accurate. So there's a lot of information, but an area for our young folks to get together, camaraderie, you know, for them to hang out and grow relationships for the decades to come. So we'll have that available for our young aviator friends. Also, opening night concert.
Let's talk about it.
Last year we had Sarah Evans with Dylan Scott. This year, Uncle Cracker and Tyler Hubbard.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So I'm not a huge country music fan. My apologies, but I know a lot of people here that
Tell me you
visit
didn't
us.
have fun last year.
I did have a blast.
All
it
right,
was
there
great.
you go.
It was a good time. You know, but people love it, and you know, we had about 6,000 people out there on the Warbird ramp, same spot as last year as well. But that's April 1st, starting at 6 p.m.
And your daily admission ticket.
And thank you. Gosh, it's like you've done this before. And so, and your daily admission ticket will get you into the concert. So there's a lot to do there.
Exciting kickoff day.
Yes. Also, our Epic Night Air shows are back. So I don't know what to tell anybody. If you saw it last year, then you know what I'm talking about. If you have seen Disney fireworks or anything in your local municipalities that you've gone to, that is complete amateur hour compared to what we do here.
Ours is better.
Yes, way better. And I will tell you, if you saw it last year, we are adding additional elements this year. So when you think about it, all choreographed to music, lasers, ground-based pyro, fireworks, drones, airplanes, and there's more. So you have to come see it. I'm not going to give it away. There is more. There is cool stuff that we're getting ready to do.
They did more last year. I don't know how they're going to do more this year, but I know they're going to top it.
There is more. I don't know about next year if there's going to be more, but there is more this year. So, you know, Wednesday night and Saturday night, world-class night shows. We talked about Sunset Aerial Circus, so even concert night. If you're not a music fan and you want to see flying, you can go down to Paradise City. Sunset Aerial Circus will be operating Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, so lots there. Also, our ride hoppers are back. So if you were here with us last year, our friends at the Commemorative Air Force are coming back in a big way. Georgia Air Base with their SBD, their T6, T-34. The fact that I can even remember all this, I'm like, ooh, look at all this. I wrote it down before I came down here. But anyway, Gunfighter, P-51 Gunfighters coming back. There'll also be some additional ride hops, and also our local Commemorative Air Force Tampa Bay wing in their PT-19 will be doing rides as well. So cool stuff. And I know we're going to be doing some rides in our Stearman as well, Miss Wendy, that I'm sure Nancy will talk about here. She's nodding at me right now. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that as well. And I know I got a lot of stuff here, but let's talk about the daily air show. So if you have been watching, obviously back in December, I was out in Vegas for the International Council of Air Shows convention, and we did a lot of announcements. So I'll just go kind of quickly through them to just bring everybody up to date. Blue Angels will be here with us, so we're excited about that. Everybody loves the Blues. I'm more of an Air Force guy, but we'll go with that.
One
just
or the
kidding.
other, as long as we have one, right?
I love them all. They're great. The F-35A demo is joining us. The F-16 Viper demo is joining us. The EA-18G Growler demo team, two-ship demo team is coming. So we're excited about that. Skip Stewart, who has not been here since 2016, is coming back, along with Melissa Burns, 10 Sticks of Dynamite. So airplanes flying around, blowing stuff up on the ground. It's
a good combination.
There's a lot going on. Always our great friends at Titan Aerobatic Team will be back. Kyle Fowler, Greg Kuntz, sorry, I got to flip the page here. Jim Pites, Mike Goulian, Rob Holland, National World Aerobatic Champion, Class of 45 with Scooter Yoke and Jim Tobel in the Korean War Hero Corsair. Nathan Hammond, RJ Gritter, Redline Air Shows. Kevin Coleman and Luke Akins with the Red Bull Air Force. Packed lineup. And by the way,
there's more.
There is more. We have not announced it all yet. We're still tweaking the schedule. The schedule will come out sometime probably in March or maybe a little bit sooner. But there is a lot being put together by our good friend Dennis Dunbar. You know, he is working diligently to put all that together. But there is more, and we will be announcing that. So if you have the opportunity, go to our newsletter, go to our Facebook pages, our Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is back. I'm not a TikTok fan, but it's back. I got people back here. Woo! But anyway, you know, make sure you follow us as these announcements continue to come out.
Yeah, and that's why liking and sharing all of this stuff, it helps get the word out, because that was a lot of information.
Absolutely, and I've got more, but I'm being prompted to move on here. So
we're going to continue to share it, so you got to continue to keep up with our countdown to Sun and Fun episodes leading up to the 51st Sun and Fun. So thank you for that update, Gene. That is, of course, our kickoff episode update, so there was a lot of information initially. We are off and running, just getting started now, though. Joining us now is our first guest of the day, Liam Hawkins, the owner of the Mooney Anomaly, which is on the Sun and Fun poster this year.
Hey, welcome, Liam. How are you?
My mind is blown by the lineup, and holy smokes! Last year
you were sitting
was bonkers.
there in awe, like me too.
I was here with I read it online, but just to hear someone talk through it all, it's just amazing. And that night air show, I mean. If you've never seen a night air show, you have to. Almost no matter where, but you want to see the very best one. And last year, the introduction of lasers and some other elements on top of so many layers and so many visual amazing things. Airplanes shooting fire and fireworks inverted in the dark, flying between lasers and fireworks and other aircraft.
Yes. Yeah, but there are
so excited.
There are, and you know, I say that we talk about the night show, but there are obviously other performers. I mean, the Growlers are going to fly this year to start off and kick off the night air show on Saturday, and there's other elements as well. And it's just something special about when the sun goes down and everybody's a
That
little bit more
twilight
relaxed.
phase,
That twilight
yes.
and all that, it's so much fun.
Team Titan at Twilight is amazing
Yes.
too. I mean, they put out a lot of smoke and a lot of LED
Yes.
lights, and that sound of those radial engines.
We could sit here and talk about
Yes, we
the
could
night
do
air
this
show
all day.
Everybody else.
for the entire
I know.
hour-long episode. But we want to talk about your really awesome airplane. Tell us a little bit about it.
So it's a 1967 Mooney M20F. When I bought it about 3 years ago, it needed a lot of love. The powertrain had recently been rebuilt. However, the panel, the interior, the paint needed to be done. And so I started putting the process together, and a buddy of mine, first time he saw the plane, called it ugly.
What?
Called it ugly. It was just white with a stripe. The paint
Yeah.
was flaking off. And he said, "Can I paint your plane?" I'm like, I don't know how that works. Like, do you have to call the FAA? I'm like, I don't know how that works. It's my first time owning a plane. So called around to some paint shops, saying, hey, can we have you do all the prep work, have an artist come in, do a color layer, and then you guys seal it off? And they said, not a chance. We're not going to let a third party. And I kept calling shops until got on the line with the Ace Aircraft for finishing in Bartow, and they were just wild enough to say, that sounds like a great idea. Fast forward a handful of months, total blackout. I go to pick up the plane, complete surprise. Now I knew the artist's style, but I didn't know what to expect with the aircraft itself. So I was thrilled, and the world has taken notice. It's been wild, and so people smile when they talk about it, when they look at it. So then I started printing up stickers to give to people for free. I've given out over 6,000 of these stickers between
6,001.
6,001.
6,001 right here.
We'll make it 6,002.
There you go.
I like your, yeah, that's a nice shirt.
Yes.
Make that a newer shirt. And just handing these to people, they smile, they like it. I'm like, wow, and it just keeps propelling more and more ideas. And then when the Sun and Fun team reached out for
What do you mean, Sun and Fun team? Who reached out to you?
Gene, Melissa,
Yes.
and Kathy.
Thank
and
you.
Jane.
Well, actually, I reached out first, and then the team rallied, right?
That's right.
But
That's right. You scheduled the
actually,
call.
who was the first person that welcomed you here to Sun and Fun last year?
Well, it was you.
Yeah.
I think I was the second airplane. I came
Yes.
almost a week early.
Yeah. Well, you can't miss your airplane, and so I was so
Hard to
excited for the
miss.
50th, and I drove by. I was like, "There's the Mooney anomaly," and then there you were. So, and that's how we got kicked off. Probably talking about actually put you as a poster child, to put you on the poster, but then also got you up to AirVenture with us as well, which was awesome. So thank you for that.
Thanks for having me. That was really neat to help represent our Florida home team air show, Sun and Fun, up
Yep.
at Oshkosh, another great air show.
Absolutely.
So, and we're doing some kind of neat things this year. I'm used to putting the aircraft on static display, talking with folks, kids, and so on. But over these couple of years, we've noticed a disproportionate amount of interest from underrepresented groups in aviation. So, with you generously giving us a little space to set up a tent during Sun and Fun, we're going to do some theme days, events, and charity fundraisers that we're very excited about. The Lakeland Aero Club will be our first beneficiary of raffle activities.
Awesome.
The second will be Women in Aviation International Lakeland chapter, so also home team. And one that is a little more personal for me is the Friends of Albert Whitted Airport. So as some folks know, the Mooney anomaly is based in St. Pete, Florida, Albert Whitted. And when Hurricane Helene came through, we flooded, all of our hangars flooded. And a lot of aircraft that stayed there had destroyed landing gear. I was able to relocate into the care of Sun and Fun for that hurricane.
Absolutely.
Second hurricane's coming along, I left the state. Milton comes along. Technically the third, right? It was the third?
It was the
You
third.
know, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I left the state, and hurricanes and tornadoes actually hit Whitted Airport, destroying 32 hangars, and we're still a pile of rubble today. We have an organization that helps promote aviation access, education, and so on, kind of like what you do here at Lakeland Airport.
Yep.
We just don't have we have a 1-week camp. We don't have the all year long activities for youth and in STEAM and STEM access here,
Yep.
like you do here. So, but we're working to entertain folks. We're going to have an EDM DJ night Thursday night. We'll have an Art in Aviation Day. We'll have a Women in Aviation Day and a Youth in Aviation Day.
Awesome.
We'll have some giveaways, a bracelet making station.
So where on the field will you be located? So if people are like, okay, well, I know where Coconut Flyers is, I know where the Warbird ramp is, I know where Vintage is, I'm probably circling it right
gave
now.
all the
Okay.
triangulation.
There you
So
go.
we'll be located directly across from Coconut Flyers, which is adjacent to Vintage Aircraft Parking. If you look on the map, it's just south of the Warbird ramp.
Yep.
So you got the flight line, you have that Warbird ramp, you got P-51s on display, modern fighters, World War II bombers on display, and you You can tell I'm a fan of air shows, right?
Yes, a little bit.
Just south of that, there's some grass, and we'll be over there. You won't be able to miss us.
There's no way you're going to be able to miss it.
Yes, look for his airplane.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, we are very excited to have you back. If you were here last year, there's no way you didn't see it. So we're happy to have you on display this year and with a tent and everything for all those activities.
We're very excited to be a part of it.
And thanks for being such a great partner. I know flying up to AirVenture and doing all that and getting the aircraft to the booth and whatever, I mean, it's a lot of effort by you and others that helped you do it. So thank you for that.
Your help and support has been great. I love the programs you stand for. And that trip up there was great. My friend Chris Gregory helped me fly up there, and we had a great time.
Yep, awesome.
So
all
good.
Right, well, thank
Thanks,
you so
Liam.
much.
Thank you so much,
me.
Pete. Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Hey, where are
Exciting
my
times.
T-shirts?
They're here. They're
Okay,
right
good.
over
All
there.
right.
I got you.
They're my
We'll do the
favorite
t-shirt
T-shirts, by the way.
exchange.
So.
He gave you stickers, you get t-shirts.
Okay,
So
I get T-shirts.
That's how it
Yep.
works.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here today, Liam. We are very excited. 70 days out to come see it. Next up, we will have Nancy Leanhout joining us from the 927 Club. She is going to tell us all about the 927 Club. Later, Eric Crump is going to join us from the Aerospace Center for Excellence, of course, talking about the education portion of Sun and Fun. And you want to keep commenting, liking, and sharing today's live show to win those pair of weekly tickets to this year's fly-in as the countdown to Sun and Fun continues after this break.
Since the very first Sun and Fun, volunteers have been the heart of the fly-in. Our success depends on dedicated volunteers, and that could be you. Your life experience will help us engage, educate, and accelerate the next generation of aerospace professionals. We have all kinds of opportunities to volunteer, from fly-in support to educational events and field trips at many year-round community events. Volunteers earn valuable benefits, but you'll gain new friendships and experience new adventures. Find out more and get started. Just visit volunteer.flysnf.org for more info about volunteer opportunities at the Aerospace Center for Excellence and the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Welcome back to Countdown to Sun and Fun. We want to remind you to help us spread the word about this live stream. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, smash the like button, and subscribe to our Facebook page while you're at it. We're going to be answering some of your questions in just a bit, so don't forget to leave those comments in the comment section. And remember, if you keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, we're also going to be giving away a pair of weekly fly-in tickets at the show's end. So you got to stick around for that. But I do want to bring in Nancy Leanhout, the chairman of the 927 Club. Welcome back, Nancy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
As always, for the first-time viewers or first-time attenders, if they don't know what 927 Club is, tell us a little bit about it.
So the 927 Club is a very large chalet that has a glass wall facing the actual air show. It's air-conditioned. We have air-conditioned bathrooms. We have Restaurant 1961 that prepares meals for us every day. Everything's fresh and hot right out of our very own kitchen on property. We have a complimentary beer and wine section. We have a full cash bar. We have a cigar garden. We have things. We have lots of things. We're going to be doing giveaways this year. We're going to be doing lots of fun things. And as Jean alluded to earlier, everyone knows she's Wendy, our very own steerman here at Sun and Fun. We're going to be giving flights each morning of the actual air show. My husband, Lights Leanhout, former retired Navy pilot, is going to be giving flights. We're going to raffle those off each day, so the next day someone will have the opportunity to ride in Wendy, and it's just going to be a fabulous year. I want to tell you two things. We've talked and talked and talked about how early my tickets sell out. We told you all earlier Saturday was going to sell out. It always does. On Friday, December the 13th, the Saturday 927 Club tickets sold out.
Wow.
I am so sorry. I cannot help you. People have
Yes,
been
you can.
Well,
Yes,
I
you
can.
can,
I
actually.
can.
We'll
I'm
get to-
and I'm
okay,
going to
go-
get to
okay.
that in a second.
Yes.
But don't call, I've got people calling, I just need two. I'm just so sorry. You should have bought them when they went on sale. Now the only way to get a Saturday is to buy a weekly.
There you
and
go.
I do have a few weekly spots open, but you need to jump on them. We are on track to sell out, just like last year, Wednesday and Friday. So I know for sure those 3 days are going to be sold out. And if you want to join the fun, you better jump on your computer and get some tickets today.
Well, that is, we talk a little bit about where the money goes for these
So
tickets.
every single solid penny that comes into this whole organization during the fly-in, once the bills are paid, that money goes straight into the education fund here at Sun and Fun. For our youth education programs, our summer camps, anything that has to do with aviation in this community, we help offset those funds for our parents here locally that most of them would not be able to afford to give their children the opportunities that they get here. So we're truly excited to be able to give this hand up to our community. So thanks for helping us do that.
Yeah, we always talk about the ticket sales for the 927 Club, but it's really great that you're doing some more raffles and things to raise
Yes.
just a little bit more money. We love it.
Absolutely.
And so what else do you get with the weekly? So on Tuesday night, is there something special
So
for our weekly ticket holders?
You really want to get a weekly,
2927.
yes, a weekly for the 927. If you buy your tickets online in advance, the entry ticket event is included in your 927 sale. If you buy it online prior to the show, that's the deal. You get Tuesday night, we have a nice reception. We get to all have seating at the concert on Tuesday night. There's a special area for us.
With a bar?
With a bar, because you will have a drink with mama. So yes, we do that. And then their Wednesday night show, we have full dinners. Of course, that's for anybody who buys that ticket. But Saturday also. This year, we're probably going to have an event on Friday night. It has not been solidified yet, but if that does happen, then my weekly guest will also be invited to that. So there's a lot of extra little perks that go along with putting out the money for that weekly ticket. It's worth it.
Absolutely. And the air conditioning alone.
Yeah, the air conditioning is
And the
really
nice
nice. And
bathrooms.
by the way, VIP parking.
Oh, VIP
Which is
parking.
key. And so talk about that for a minute, because not only do you have your own special area away from the masses to park,
Yes.
but how do you actually get to the tent?
So we have an amazing lady named Margaret Ann Wheeler who runs the parking lot for us. And we have our very own 927 parking lot. It's off away from everybody. We pick you up in golf carts or vans and bring you right to the chalet, dump you off, let you have a great time. As many times as you need to go back and forth to your car, hop back on, and then they'll take you right back out to the parking lot. That is so special because at the end of the day, when all the mass of people are trying to leave the property, you have a special little exit back there that dumps you off without being in all that crazy traffic. So it's worth it.
And
to
just
get
for
a club
clarity, we
ticket.
don't actually dump you off.
Oh, come
that's
on.
a joke. That's a joke.
But we do take care of you and we enjoy. If you're flying your own plane into the fly-in, we have special provisions for you for that as well. Go on the website and click onto the 927 page, fill out the form. Margaret Ann and her team will send somebody right to your airplane to get you. We know when you're coming in. You'll have a phone number to call. We'll come get you, bring you right to the club, and get you all set up. So if you're flying in, we're going to make you feel special because that's what it's all about.
And Nancy, last year, what was the only thing that I ate in the 927 Club last year?
The chocolate and vanilla swirl ice cream.
Thank you. Yes, and it is phenomenal.
And
yes.
you're going to have to do better.
I know, but you know, we're busy doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I know, but you still have to
ice
eat.
cream's really good.
It's really good. It's
Yes.
Dairy Queen ice cream, so it's really good. So yeah.
Delicious. All the right things in all the
Yes.
right places
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for that update, Nancy. We are going to continue to check back in with you on our countdown to Sun and Fun updates here, but
Perfect.
I assume that those ticket sales will be going quickly.
Get them. Just get them.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you,
right.
Nancy.
Thank you,
welcome.
Nancy.
Thank you.
So, Jean, we talked a little bit about the 927 tickets,
Yes.
right? But let's talk about the Sun and Fun tickets for people to get in general. How do you purchase them? Where do you go? Tell us all the details.
So but even before we get there, Nancy was touching on a little bit about people when you're flying in. Let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll get to the tickets. So that was one of my pieces that I couldn't get to when I got kicked off. But anyway, I'm going back to it because I have that ability. So we're going to go do it.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about flying in. So the NOTAM, I know we've been working with the FAA and the airport here locally to get the NOTAM buttoned up. We're looking to have hopefully the NOTAM published sometime mid-February, so obviously we can get that out to everybody. I would encourage you this year, or actually last year, because we have a new approach as of last year coming into the event that starts over Kermit Weeks Place, comes over Sun Tracks or a racetrack that's out there, and then takes you to Lake Parker, and then you follow the procedures in. But that was new as of last year, so that is still in place. But FAA produced a video last year that's very, very good, so I encourage you to go to our website and check that out. But also special this year, now if you are a fan of AirVenture, which I am, but if you're a fan of AirVenture, they have done SimVenture up at AirVenture for the last 5 years. So our friends at Pilot Edge. So what that means is if you're a pilot, you can get on Pilot Edge, you know, and they'll send you links or whatnot, but you can hand fly the approach into Oshkosh for the last 5 years, and they have FAA controllers on there with you, so you, as much as possible, feel like the real deal. Well, guess what? They're doing it for Sun and Fun this year.
Wow.
So March 8th and 9th, it's called Sim and Fun. All right, we'll have more information that we're going to put out there, but you're going to be able to hand fly, get on a simulator, whatever you have at home, get on there, talk to real FAA controllers that have worked here and Oshkosh, and fly the approach into Sun and Fun, all the way down the landing to the flag people on the ground to get you to parking. So we're excited to announce that today. So I do have a big announcement today. So there you go. That is a big announcement.
That's
but
very
for
exciting.
our flying guests, that's very, very important. Now getting to the tickets. You know, obviously we're flying, and we want all of our friends to fly in, if able. If not, obviously drive in, camp with us, or whatnot. You know, but we do have our fly-in early package, which we had last year as well, so that, you know, you're able to fly in as early as Saturday, March 29th at noon. All right, and stay with us through Thursday. So our fly-in early package is still there, so it includes admission, includes camping as well. But if you want to stay with the week with us, do that as well. But that's very, very important. I want to make sure our flying guests know about that. Also, our ticket. So we have early bird pricing this year. So our early bird pricing, if you go on our website, you'll be able to see it. General admission ticket, for example, is $45. Our weekly ticket is $170. After March 1st, that will go up a little bit. So right now we have early bird pricing, and that is in place until March 1st. So we encourage you to go on there and get your tickets now and get them early. Also for our drive-in guests, right? People that are driving to the event. Get your parking early. We've been talking about this for my third year now talking about it. Go online, get your parking, get your QR code. It makes it super easy to get in.
It's cheaper.
It is cheaper. Also, we 2 years ago, we hired Solution Event Services to help us manage the parking lot, and that has been a drastic improvement. I want to say even last year being a record year for us, maybe 10 to 15 minutes on the busiest day, people were waiting on the road. So traffic is very smooth to get in here. We get you into parking as quickly as possible because we want to get you inside to have a good time. And once you're inside as well, there are upgrades. There's preferred seating. So Nancy had talked about 927. If there are seats available on those days, you can go to 927 Club and purchase a ticket as well. But we also have preferred seating. So special seating, you get a bottle of water, you get that Cadillac potty, you get a chair. There is food and beverage that's available for purchase there as well, but great seating right on the air show line. Also photo preferred seating as well is an upgrade. So actually, we're moving it back to the east side of the Warbird ramp this year, so our photogs will have great visibility to take great pictures of all this cool stuff I mentioned earlier and all the other planes that are flying in.
Only if they tag you guys when they post it.
Yes, only when they, yes, that's very, very important. And if you take pictures and you share them with us, we're posting, you know, everybody's stuff all the time, so we appreciate that. But, you know, tickets are up. It's all available, super easy. Go to our website.
So all of that is on the ticket tab.
It is
on
all.
the website.
So if you go to flysnf.org, right there at the top right, it says buy tickets. It'll take you to our ticketing page, and you can see everything that is there. Also for our RV campers, buy early, and then get in here, and we're going to have a great show. And by the way, I don't think we mentioned it yet, but our theme this year is Turn Up the Fun at 51.
That's exciting.
And we are going to do that. So kind of, you know, riding the wave off to the 50th, but we're off to a great start, and it's going to be a great year for us.
Great start. We are off and running.
Absolutely.
Full steam ahead.
There's so much. I was actually a little bit worried today. I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about? But then I start writing stuff down. I'm like, okay, there's a lot. All right, here we go.
20 pages worth.
Yes, there's more. Don't worry.
Well, we've got to save it for some of the rest of the episodes
Absolutely.
of Countdown to
Yes.
Sun and Fun. Well, that is some more good good updates from Jean there on how to buy your tickets for Sun and Fun. And of course, we talked a little bit about where all of the money and the proceeds go from Sun and Fun. It is much more than just a fly-in. It's an aerospace expo with a purpose. So coming up next, our educational guru, Eric Crump, is going to be joining us when we return right here on Countdown to Sun and Fun.
Moms of preschoolers, it's time to blast off into reading. Story time at the Florida Air Museum is here every Tuesday morning at 10. It's an amazing interactive learning experience for kids 2 to 5.
Hi, I'm Miss Jenny Lynn. Come read, sing, and learn with me.
Come to explore the universe with rockets, planes, and space. It's free. Story time, Tuesdays, 10 a.m. at Lakeland's Florida Air Museum.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Welcome back, and thank you for sticking with us on Countdown to Sun and Fun. Another reminder to keep those questions coming in the comment section. We are keeping an eye on them and are going to be answering them in just a few minutes. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, smash that like button, subscribe to our Facebook page while you are at it. And a program reminder, we have another live program called Volunteer Connect. Jean and Laura Vaughn, they're going to be back with Volunteer Connect live next Tuesday, January 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, that is going to be to answer all of our thousands of volunteers' many questions. Don't forget also, big announcement on this Countdown to Sun and Fun. You can win a pair of weekly tickets to Sun and Fun today.
A pair is two.
Yeah.
1, 2.
So keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. We're going to be picking one lucky winner in the comment section. All right, we're moving right along on this first episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun. As big as Sun and Fun is behind the scenes, we have a purpose for our fly-in. And of course, that is educating our young aviators, tomorrow's aviators. Our efforts to build for tomorrow include the on-campus high school, the museum, the Ramos Learning Center, and Eric Crump, the VP and COO of the Aerospace Center for Excellence, is now joining us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So,
did you have a choice?
No, I didn't. I saw it on the script that you were going to be there, and no one
I
asked me, so here you are.
myself onto the set. They tried to stop me, but here I am.
No, you love to talk about it. Because from the very first fly-in, educating tomorrow's aviators has always been a priority.
We talked so much last year about all the history that led up to our 50th fly-in, and you know, like Liam mentioned a while ago, it is such a great air show and such a great opportunity to hang out with your friends. And but even from the very first time we did this, it was all about, this is great for us, but how do we make sure this continues for generations to come, all the way back to the beginning of the fly-in. And today, you know, it's keeping that legacy alive and trying to expand on it every day. I say this all the time, but if you have to work for a living, I have the coolest job in the world. My job is to excite kids about airplanes, which is not like it's hard. It's like, don't tell Gene this because I don't want him to know that. But
you'll do it for free, right? Is that what you're going to say?
It's
okay.
Such a great. If you can leave this place every day, like we had story time today for the little pre-K kids. If you can leave here and not be optimistic, there's something wrong with you. It's not the world, it's you. There's kids here almost every day. Like I said, on Tuesdays, it's our free community storytime event for the pre-K kids. You've been, Amanda, and seen that, how exciting that is. Our preschool enrichment class is Monday mornings. Field trips Wednesday, Thursday,
STEM
Friday.
Sprouts.
STEM Sprouts.
STEM Sprouts.
Yeah. So it's a way it's an introduction to early learning, but all centered on aviation. And I say this all the time too. I would love if everybody who came here one day decides they want to be an airline pilot or an air traffic controller or maintainer. That'd be great. The industry needs all of them. But really, we think that our mission here is just to teach kids to love learning. Because if they'll love to learn, if they'll see a purpose in school and the stuff that they're learning out of the textbook, they're going to find a career and they'll be able to take care of themselves and their families. And it's a really awesome opportunity and to be able to do that.
You guys make it hands-on. It's really exciting for the kids, and you really make it interactive for them to engage in everything that you guys have here, and it really is amazing.
And talk about our field trips a little bit. I
Yeah.
think you were about to mention it, but then I cut you off, so my bad.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Thank you.
No, but the field trip program is really awesome because Liam mentioned, the vast span there is in the demographics of people who engage in aviation. Traditionally, it's white men. That like over 70% of our pilot population falls into that category. And so we want to make sure that everybody knows this is available to them and it's open, and we're a very welcoming community. We want you all to participate.
We do.
But our field trip program, would not be successful without the support of our local municipalities. So between the airports in Lakeland, in Winter Haven, and in Bartow, and the associate municipalities that manage those airports, they donate funds to us to be able to do that program every year. Last year was the first year we did it. Every fifth grader in Polk County got to come here for free.
What does that mean, free though?
So free means the kids don't pay, the teachers don't pay, we cover the cost of the school buses. It's literally $0. And because we have such a great partnership with our local school board, the superintendent globally approved the trip. So there's no trying to get permission. It's already approved. All you have to do is just opt in. So that program was so successful last year. We had 2,800 kids come through that program. This year we expanded it to 5th through 8th grade. And currently we have over 3,800 kids scheduled to come here this year for field trips.
Every week.
Every week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Well, not 3,800 a week, because oh my gosh, I don't know that we could all survive all of that. Every week there are students
at
the
table. If it was 3,800 a week, but yeah, it's 3,800 over the school year. A very robust summer camp program that covers everything from flight to maintenance to engineering.
And those are up for all age groups as well. Those
starting
are up
at
to
6,
sign up for right now.
6 to 17.
And that's registration's open now.
Registration is open.
Camps.
We're about 60% full already. So if you do want to come to summer camp, get on and register now because the spots are going fast. But yeah, it is
a common theme.
We talk about this, and I know you're going to have Jane later, and she loves to talk about this too. But so you look at the fly-in and its impact and the scope of what it is, and it's huge. It's such an enormous thing. But we're here the other 51 weeks of the year too, and actually we're more busy. We're really busy in that 1 week, but even if you spread that week out, we're way more busy the other 51 weeks of the year than just for doing the fly-in. When you come here, when you buy the cheeseburger, when you stay in the hotel, all of that goes toward making it possible for us to do this year-round. And quite frankly, if it weren't for folks coming to the fly-in, we wouldn't have what we have. We wouldn't be able to have the impact we have in the community.
Let's talk about youth programs during the fly-in.
Yeah.
And I didn't mention earlier, which I'm sorry, but kids 12 and under are free.
Right.
And for 49, 6 and under were free. Last year, 10 and under. Now this year, 12 and under are free. So that's a big thing because we want to make the door as wide as possible.
Right. We want to make it easy for young families to come in and bring their kids. And so from going to 6 to 10, we saw 9,000 more kids come. We saw an additional 2,500 kids come last year. So I'm assuming if we go up to 12, we're going to see another huge increase in the number of. There were over 17,000 kids here during that 6 days last year.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's what it's about.
Yes.
I mean, it's great right now, but if we don't continue to engage the next generation, we won't keep having Sun and Fun.
Right.
We have to keep feeding ourselves to the system.
Yeah, what's super cool too is to get these kids here so they're not looking at their phones, they're looking up, they're paying attention to what's happening above them.
They're using their hands for something
But even
productive.
like last year, the KC-135 demo pilot is from Winter Haven and was here as a young person and got engaged in aviation.
Right.
And I believe there was a lady that flew the F-18 demo one year, and sorry I can't remember her name, but she was here and she's from the area as well, and grew up coming to Sun and Fun.
We talk to
So
people
there's
all the
cool
time
stories.
that are doing all these great things, not even just the kids that came here and learned here, but that grew up here, went somewhere else, but they got into aviation because they came to Sun and Fun when they were a kid. So.
Right.
I think that's pretty awesome. But when you bring your kids here, there's plenty for them to do. We have our Junior Aces tent, which Jane's going to talk more about in a minute, but hands-on activities for kids to do, really awesome flight simulation stuff. Every kid loves to get on a computer, but you can actually use it for a real purpose. So much to do on the show grounds for that week. And then hopefully it's a huge inspiration. You want to come back the other 51 weeks. Give me a week to clean up after the show's over.
Well, no, give us all a week to take a nap and relax for a minute.
Give me a week to remember how to spell my own name, and then by all means, actually it's a month after the fly-in is Kid Museum Day. So because a lot of kids from the community come to the show and then they have to wait till summer camp to come back.
Right.
But Kids Museum Day is a free community event. Last year we had 1,800 kids just come back a month later because they'd come to the show and gotten excited. And that's a free event for the community. We want to make it, again, make the door wide, engage them young, and just keep watering that seed over and over again.
Bottom line, when you come to Sun and Fun, it is for a purpose here. Everybody loves a good air show, but it really does help feed that next generation of aerospace educators.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you and your team. Thanks for everything, and all the volunteers that help on a year-round basis. So
Tons. We couldn't do it without the staff and the volunteer team.
Volunteer team for sure. All right, next up, we are going to address those viewer questions. Jane Winter will be here with information on opportunities at Sun and Fun, and we will announce the winner of the pair of free tickets to this year's fly-in as Countdown to Sun and Fun continues.
Here we go. The opening day concert event returns to Sun and Fun. Get ready for Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line featuring Uncle Cracker. Turn up the fun with 51. Tuesday night, April 1st with Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line featuring Uncle Cracker at Sun and Fun.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Welcome back to Countdown to Sun and Fun. This is a final reminder to help us subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get alerts when updates like this live stream are posted. Smash the like button and subscribe to our Facebook page so you can help us spread the word on the announcements that we have gone over today. Plus, keep liking, sharing, commenting. We're going to keep an eye on those comments as they come in.
We have questions.
And for our next Countdown to Sun and Fun episode, we're going to be continuing to answer your questions as well. We also, at the very end, are going to announce that the winner of the pair of weekly tickets to Sun and Fun very shortly here. So the viewer questions, they're coming up, but first I do want to bring in Jane Winter, our VP of Strategic Partnerships. Now, Jane, it's a really big title to say, how can we help you?
Yeah, actually, that's exactly the way I always look at it. How can you use Sun and Fun to make your, exhibit or whatever you need to do, what you want to accomplish
You
here?
guys always do a fabulous job.
Yeah. I just said to Jean and Amanda, I had to bring a notebook because I got so much stuff to talk
We
about. So
love
cut me
it.
off when you're ready. But
Oh, I'll let you know. They're good at telling me when I need to stop.
okay,
So
give me the
we'll
cue.
make sure that happens.
Thanks.
No worries.
You usually do that for me,
Yes.
anyways. Jean.
Oh, whatever.
Thank you. I just wanted to start like right at the main admission gate. We started with Future in Flight Plaza last year, and it is back. It is back big time. It's pretty much sold out of exhibits. So what we try to put in there is first and foremost the career fair. That's very popular. We did a big move this year because we had it in the front. Looks like a big wall in the front, and we've pushed it to the back. So people can usually find the career fair, and we hope so. And then we built a little area of our own tents out there, which includes the Innovation Showcase. So back again, Jean always likes how I say that, whiz bang Jetson stuff,
Yes,
but we're
the
coming
cool
back.
stuff.
It's good. And we have some interesting things, and they're going to fly at Sunset Aerial Circus and on the flight line because Dennis Dunbar has allowed us to do that.
Yes.
So that's going to be cool. We also have our Junior Aces program. Eric stole all my lines earlier, but as you
Yes.
know, this is the way for us to introduce STEM during Sun and Fun. Every exhibitor in Sun and Fun always does a STEM-based activity, and it's just fun. The kids enjoy it, and they do it. All of our good friends, these are, you know, the U.S. Air Force is here, the FAA is here, all the way to the Polk County Mosquito Control people are here because they fly a helicopter.
Yes,
so
they do.
It's fun.
But in a big tent that is
Air conditioned.
There you go. All right.
Very important.
For the young families.
Yeah. And so it was so much fun last year. It's going to be even better this year. We're really focused on different things. So the other thing we do for the kids, Family Oasis, also in the Future in Flight Plaza. Very successful programming. During the day, successful, but we also have our friends at Carolee who are coming back for certified babysitting this year at night, and that's exciting.
Yeah, so what does that mean, by the way? So, like on Saturday night, if you want to come out and watch this epic night air show, and you don't want to take the kids to it because you need an adult night, what do you do?
Yep, so you can actually register, pre-register, sign up, and you can bring your young person there. These are actual, from an organization, certified babysitters, and they do super fun activities every night. It's amazing, and they eat pizza and chicken wings.
Yeah, I think we had 34 kids in there last year, Saturday. And by the way, Melissa Burns, one of our air show performers, did a testimonial for us at ICAST that we'll share later because she put her kids in there and had a great time and speaks very highly of it.
Yeah, it's really, well, it's very convenient for everybody, and also we have a lot of food trucks around that area, so families can stop by during the show. It's a little bit of respite. It's air conditioned, it has its own comfort potty, and it's a little place for moms and the kids to just relax a little bit.
And we know what we're doing with it too, by the way, because Miss Jenny Lynn, who is Eric Crump's wife, manages it for us, and she does our story time and our STEM sprouts for us. So she knows what she's doing with these little kids, so it's great stuff.
She's amazing.
Yes.
Fabulous with the little kiddos. So talk to me just a little bit about, for everyone at home who might not know, who've never been to Sun and Fun, there's a lot that we've gone over today. We've gone over some things that, you know, you've needed some extra tickets for. Talk about, I mean, most of what you just went over is included for all of the kids.
This is all included. This is, you walk through the door and you have access to everything.
So you can walk in Future in Flight, the kids can, they can go around, they can pick out the experiments that they want to do, hands-on. It is a really, I mean, you have done a fabulous job organizing all of it.
So what is not in Future in Flight this year and may have moved over a little bit, so I'm just teeing you up here,
Well,
so go.
Thank you, Jean.
Yes.
Actually, we had a new tent last year called the Flight Sim Experience tent, and it was wildly successful.
Yes.
I walked into it at 3 minutes till 5 on Saturday night, and there were 100 people still in the tent. So we've decided it needs to be in a bigger boat. So we've moved it over to Bueller Hangar this year. And it has not twice as many exhibitors, but about. So it's really well organized. We have a new presenting sponsor for that area, Southwest Airlines, and also our buddies at Flight Sim Expo are back, and they help us organize it.
So you can go into the Bueller Restoration Center and you walk in, number one, it's air conditioned. Number two is you walk in and there are flight simulators galore that you can get in, you can fly. I don't know which day it was, it may have been Friday, but I had to go race over because I was going somewhere and my 17-year-old was in the tent, and I had to literally get out of my car and go pull him out by his collar and get him out of there after he had been flying the 737 for 2 hours. I'm like, what are you doing, kid? Having fun, Dad. Okay, I'm sorry, but I got to go.
It's the whole purpose.
That, and it actually had a couple of the demo teams stop by in there
Yes.
too, which is just fun to watch.
Yeah.
The other thing that we do have this year, and it's very exciting, we listened to our exhibitors in the career fair, and this year in our Future in Flight Forums tent, we are hosting a maintenance and mechanics hiring event on Wednesday and Saturday. And it's very specific. Our friends at Envoy are sponsoring it, but it is specific to get a job. So this is people who are coming. We hope there's a code to get into it, so you can register online, and we hope people come and for the very purpose of, I'm going to walk out and work for an airline after with a job. So.
And look for all that information will be coming out here shortly. Now that you just shared it, now we're going to start pumping that stuff out. But our career fair too, it was 3 days and 4 days, maybe 5, and now it's 6. It's all 6 days. But remember too, it's not at the front. It's in Future in Flight Plaza, but it's to the back. It's still a giant white air-conditioned tent, so you can find it. But it was a big white wall, so we just want to push it back a little bit. But it'll be great.
The other thing I did want to mention is the International Oasis is also back in Future in Flight Plaza. Again, so successful last year, such a well-run tent, and community where everybody gets to come to, and they're coming back, so we're excited. That'll be fun.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very
Well,
much for those updates. I'm sure we'll get more as well as we get a little bit closer. We'll have a good layout for you and the maps and everything as we get a little bit closer.
And Jane, thanks for your time, by the way, because I know she's in between phone calls with people wanting to do business with us. So thank you for taking the time, and go get back on the phone.
Well, wait, we might need her to answer a couple of questions.
Okay. She has to hold on. Well, who proved that? Right.
Me. We want to get to the viewer questions. We have a couple that did come in during our broadcast today, so we will start with these, and then we are going to announce the winner of the pair. So we'll start with what warbirds and military aircraft can you confirm will be on the ground?
So lots of warbirds, and we talked about some of them, with our friends at Commemorative Air Force, but there are some. So our static list as far as military aircraft, that is growing every single day. We're working to confirm everything. We've confirmed probably about 50% of the list right now, but we want to get that out as quickly as possible. And there are some cool static additions for us this year. I just can't announce all of it yet because we want to make sure we confirm it. We don't want to put stuff out and then they obviously don't show up, which can still happen regardless. But it's going to be a big warbird for us as well, a year for us as well this year. Obviously, Lewis Air Legends brought the Connie last year. They are bringing us 2 cool airplanes this year, so we'll be announcing that later as well. But there's more to come with that. But some really, really cool aircraft that are planning to attend. But stay tuned. Get on Instagram, Facebook, our newsletter, and come back and watch us at Countdown to Sun and Fun. But we're going to be making those announcements here hopefully shortly.
Now, is there anywhere on the website right now that has a list of confirmed aircrafts and demo teams yet?
Well, yeah, on our air show page, we don't have the exact days that everybody's flying, but the performers list is up with who we've confirmed already. But as far as the military statics and the cool airplanes, we don't have that list up again as of yet because we're confirming all of that, but it is coming, trust me. And there's some cool things. And Dennis Dunbar, if you're watching, get it done.
And of course, we'll be posting the schedule as well, obviously, as it gets a little bit closer for all of that. So, all right, when is the next volunteer live stream?
The next volunteer live stream is next week. I think it is Tuesday next week.
You got it?
Is everybody?
Yep.
Yes? Okay, at 6 p.m.
January 28th.
January 28th.
Yes.
Yes, we are doing it then. And by the way, I just want to make sure for my volunteer friends that are out there, we love you all. Thank you for everything. Our yearly birds, our early birds who are now joined us and are back here helping us get done all kinds of work in preparation for the fly-in. And then our friends, obviously, that come anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 days before the event or, the day of. Just appreciate y'all and thank you for everything.
Thousands of volunteers.
Thousands, over 3,000 last year.
We
would be nothing without our volunteers, so thank you very much.
All right. When are you going to send the papers for post around the area about the event?
Okay, so I asked a question about that when we were on the break. I think if I'm correct, what they're asking about is like GA News used to do a paper for us and all that. We don't do that anymore, but our friends with Aero News Network, they do the Sun and Fun Digital Daily, so they're producing content all the time. We also, with the team here, with Sun and Fun Aerospace TV Productions, if that's did I say that right?
Expo
Someone shake, Expo, yes?
Sun and Fun at Aerospace Expo TV.
There you go, yes. See, I should know that, but anyway, it's right there in front of me. But, well, you could have just pointed at it, but anyway, if you go to our media page on our website, we are posting all of that the content so you can stay up to date, plus our lives every single day of the fly-in at 9 a.m. or 9:30? 9 a.m.
9 a.m.?
9, yes, 9 a.m. All right, every day of the fly-in, starting Monday, by the way.
Starting on
Monday,
yes.
prior to our start on Tuesday. You can get all the information there, and we'll be sharing a lot.
A lot, each and every single day. All right, last question that we got in the comment section. Is the entrance to the campground closed at a certain time during the week of the fly-in?
So reference to campground, so if we're talking about our RV campground or for the tent campers and all of that on the far west side of the field, the registration closes, I believe, at 8 p.m. I'll confirm that for next time, but it is open 24/7. So there is a security guard there. So as long as you have the right credentials for your vehicle, you can come and go, because I know people need to go to the grocery store and do various things or whatnot, but you can get in and out. So if you have friends here in Central Florida, you can go visit and then come back whenever you want.
Perfect.
Very
All
good.
right, that was our list of questions for our first episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun. During today's show, we have had viewers liking, commenting, obviously they're sharing, subscribing, and commenting as well. We want to announce the winner now of a pair of weekly tickets to Sun and Fun, because we like to award you for hanging out with us and helping to spread the word about Sun and Fun. So we want to say a big congratulations to
Maverick Mike.
So a member of our staff is going to be contacting you shortly with your prize. Thank you guys so much for continuing to comment and sharing all of our messages. It really does help us out. And I would not be surprised if we had more surprises and prizes to give away next month. So again, congratulations to Maverick Mike. That is the winner of today's pair.
Yay! And don't give the tickets away. You better show up.
That's true, too. All right, well, we want to thank you again for watching this episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun. Remember, just another reminder for you, next Tuesday, January 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Jean is going to be back with Laura Vaughn for that Volunteer Connect live show to answer those questions. And we, Jean and I, are going to be back with another episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun next month. Mark your calendars, Tuesday, February 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Until then, thank you to all of our guests for joining us today. Thank you guys at home for watching. If you missed any of it, it is going to be online on our YouTube page at FlySNF.
And also thank you, Amanda, because I know, congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Amanda has a new gig at WFLA Channel 8, and she does now, you are like the morning weather person. Like you're the head person. So she gets up super early in the morning. Were you there this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so guess what? She has been up a long, long time, and she drove all the way over here to be with us today. So thank you very much. We appreciate all the time you give to us here. And she comes and volunteers and talks to our young people, and so we really appreciate you, so thanks for everything.
I love it. It's my favorite part of my day, and I'm excited to kick off Sun and Fun season.
Awesome. Thank you.
Turn up the fun at 51.
There you go. She's got it.
We'll see you guys next month.